Excuse me. I'm at Galveston Island State Park. I I don't know about you guys, but the last couple of weeks have been really rough. Just very stressful. There's a lot going on in our country, in our world, to be honest with you. And um, I found myself just needing a break. I became really symptomatic. Started to have symptoms I haven't had in at least a couple of years. Most notably, my scalp started to hurt, and it felt like I could feel like just stuff crawling in my hair. And when I was first dealing with long COVID, I had that, and I literally started pulling my hair, like almost to the point of pulling it out because it gave me some relief. So it comes with a bunch of other things: autonomic dysfunction, blood pressure problems, all kinds of stuff. So I realized that this was probably a stress response. So I'm taking the weekend. I'm disconnecting from social media. I'm gonna film, but not like as hardcore as I usually do. Document the weekend just so you guys can see what Galveston Island State Park is like, since most people, like myself, had no idea it existed. Um, but the goal, self care in 2026 is just to disconnect and to spend some time outside, nourish my soul, try to de stress, and to figure out the way forward. I have to find a way to stay informed, but also keep my heart and my soul just balanced. So that's the weekend. That's what we're gonna do. Let me show you a little bit about Galveston Island State Park. I'm actually at one of the dry camping sites. The sun is out. I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm at a dry camping site, and there are people that are like right next to me. It's basically just some flat parking areas with a picnic table and a fire pit, and we are within walking distance of the beach because I didn't realize it when I booked this, but I booked a beachside site, so literally walking distance to the beach. And the beach is basically the Gulf of Mexico, so it's that really choppy, kind of brown, kind of gross water. For somebody from the Caribbean, I'm not about that life. So we're gonna camp, enjoy the sights. Hopefully the wind doesn't get too crazy. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to get to the other side and kind of show you what that looks like as well, because there is actually, let me show you the map. All right, so Galveston Island State Park. This gives you an idea of what we're working with. It's quite big, actually. It's on the western part of the island across from Jamaica Beach, and we are here. So this is where the dry camping sites are. As you can see, it's just, basically concrete slabs, that you can park on. And this is a tent area. So as I was driving through, there were people setting up tents there. It's really windy, but to each their own. This is electric sites, and then I believe this is where like some of the houses and maybe the electric and water sites are. But we're on the beach side, so Gulf of Mexico, right there. But on the bay side, they have all of these areas. All the like hiking trails, there's marsh restoration areas. And this is the entrance I went to first, thinking that was where I was supposed to be. That nice ranger lady was like, "You on the wrong side, sis. You got to go across the street." So yeah, just to give you an idea of the types of sites: primitive, water only, water and electric. And then they also have house rentals, which is something that I haven't really seen in Texas state parks, but that's cool. And then they've got like canoe, kayak launch, and fishing areas, and people can park. There is a $5 day use fee if you don't have a Texas State Parks pass, but your girl got one. Because, like, given the number of state parks that I generally stop at on the way down, on the way back, if I do that, even if I make this trip once a year, that pass can pay for itself. One of the reasons, I think it's $70 for the pass. So if you can afford it, again, if you can afford it, you get the pass. It waives the day use fee, but you also get, I think it's 50% off on like multiple night stays. So like the first night you're paying the full fee. For this site, I think it's $15. And then the next, like if I were to stay 2 or 3 nights, it's $7.50. So to my mind, if I stick around, if I bounce around, even if I hang out in North Texas and just hit a couple of the state parks during my, like during long weekends and stuff like that, it's worth it. Let me show you what it looks like out here. I'm sorry, I forgot to warn y'all. It's really windy. It was really windy on the way down as well. When I looked at weather on the way, the gusts were between 26 and 30 miles per hour. It's only an hour or so away from where I live, though, so I didn't feel too intimidated by it. I did wait until it wasn't like advisory, but it was still pretty gusty on the way down. And then while we're here, you can see the waves are doing some things just because it is really windy. Also, I don't know if you've been able to hear the little high pitch that keeps happening every once in a while. Kiri absolutely lost her mind on the way down. So she wailed for a good portion of it. And it's my fault partially. Because it was only an hour, I thought that I didn't have to drug her, and I should have. That's basically it. So my head also feels a little spicy because of hearing that for a good 35-40 minutes. But for now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna hang out. I had some chips and guac because your girl is addicted to HEB spicy guacamole and their cantina chips. I got problems. So I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna hang out and think about what I'm gonna do for dinner. Y'all, I've been resting and chilling. I forgot everything in life. I forgot to feed Kiri. Forgot to eat dinner. Yeah, I forgot everything. So I'm gonna do those things now, and I'll catch you in the morning. I mean, the whole space broke. Okay. Good morning. It is around 10 a.m. I've had a lazy morning. I've been listening to A Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, so I started the morning with that. Slept really well, slept all the way through the night, didn't wake up, toss, turn, any of that stuff. It's about 67 degrees in the van right now, so the temperature was perfect for sleeping. It actually was around 60 when I woke up, but it's risen to 67. It's a beautiful day outside, sunny. The wind has finally died down. That stuff did not die down until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and a couple of my neighbors have left. But it's fine. We have one more night and then part of tomorrow here. Just going to take it easy. Going to rest. Definitely planning to get some time of reflection in, just because Something's got to give as far as 2026 goes. So let's get to it. Notice how much calmer it is today. I mean, granted, you're not going to see it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can hear me, whereas I couldn't talk yesterday. But yeah, flag warnings. There's no flag up though. Ow, girl. Not her chasing birds and yanking me all over the place. There is where we exit. By the way, I think those echoes are super cool. I just realized that there are no bugs. That's amazing. Thank you, Galveston. So while we were walking, I really felt like I could breathe, that my nervous system was calming down, that I was feeling really good. So I think what I'm going to do is take a book out of the page. Oh my gosh, take a page out of the book of people that were farther down the beach. They had brought chairs out and blankets, and they were just sitting on the beach watching the waves. I'm going to do that. But first, your girl needs to eat because, of course, I haven't done that yet. I've just only had some tea, disgust mug. So appropriate for my sentiments and the way I feel or felt most of this week. So yes, disgust is out and had some tea, but I didn't eat any food. So I got to take care of that. Broccoli. And we're doing this one. My time at the beachfront was cut short. Only got to be out there for about half an hour because someone was standing behind the chair looking toward the van and whining. So there's nothing peaceful about that. There's nothing peaceful about that. So we came back and I'm gonna do her nails, and then I think I'm just gonna sit and read here instead of listening to the waves, which is fine. For whatever reason, I don't know if it was her or I don't know, whatever's going on in my own body. It wasn't as restful to just sit there and listen. I could actually feel myself getting more and more anxious, which I think might be her. So, yeah, I'm going to do her nails and then just chill. That is the plan for today, is to do that. And then maybe do some journaling. I haven't journaled in a few weeks, and try to figure out what I'm going to do in the days ahead to take care of myself. Thank you. I'm having a moment of indecision. I could. So basically, the sun is setting, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to be when it does. I could go back to the beach, walk along it, and take in the sunset there. Something that I rarely do because I'm not a beach girl. Or I can go back out and sit in my chair, which is right outside the door. Or I can stay in the van. And right now, staying in the van is winning. Trying to figure out what would bring me most joy, what would feel the best. It's not going back to the beach. Yeah, walking any distance right now doesn't feel like a good choice. I think I'm probably going to sit outside, get some more sunshine, last little bit, some fresh air, and then come back in, decide if I'm going to have dinner. Probably not. And then feed Kiri and continue processing. As was predicted, I'm not having dinner. I am having maybe what could be considered girl dinner. I don't know. Having chips and guacamole. Since being in Houston, I become addicted to the HEB, these chips specifically, and their guacs, specifically their spicy guac. And I got these. They were 50% off. I got 2 of them, and they're not spicy. I think they mislabeled them, which is why they put them on special. It's supposed to be spicy. You see it there? Mm-mm. There are no jalapenos in here. It's alright. It's still good. I eat them both, but I was ready for a little bit of a kick. So we're gonna have this for dinner, and then I am gonna feed Kiri, and then I am gonna work on what I'm calling my 50 for 50 bucket list. As I mentioned in a previous video, I turned 50 this year, and I'm trying to come up with 50 experiences that I want to do for the 365 days after my birthday. I know some people do it leading up to the birthday. I was not that prepared. I wanted to play in the van last year, so we're going to do it for the 51st year of life. But yeah, I think that's it. It's beautiful outside. It's getting a little chilly. The sunset was gorgeous, but I'm going to have my chips and guac, and then I'm going to feed this dog, and then continue to work on my 50 for 50. Oh, by the way, and I will talk about that in an upcoming video, so I won't keep you in the dark. I know that chips and guac and pineapple is weird. I do. I know. I'm still gonna eat it though. Now, last time I checked, that screen was up. So, I guess she said she's had enough. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. Gonna do my nighttime routine, but first I need to wash just a few dishes. Spoon, fork. Like that's literally what's in there. It feels like it's colder tonight. I don't know what's up with that, but it says it's 65 in the van. I had to pull out the Mr. Buddy heater. Mr. Heater Buddy, whatever. And yeah, I don't know why. It feels a little chilly. So, I'm just gonna get ready for bed. That sounds glorious. And I will share a little bit tomorrow about just kind of what I've settled on as far as how I'm going to take care of myself in the coming weeks, especially as I start thinking about planning to go back home, my other home. Yeah, I just need to take better care of myself. So I'll talk to you in the morning. There are people parked on the beach. In case you're wondering, I still hate sand. 100%. It's in between my toes because it got into my shoes and I just want to, yeah, I'm going to have to wash my feet to get rid of it. Odd for a girl who was born in the Caribbean. I know, it's odd. But I would say that this has been a really good camp. If you're thinking about or interested in coming to Galveston Island State Park, I would say a wholehearted yes. I specifically love this area where we're dry camping on the beach just because there's not a lot of people here. At most, there are some smaller rigs. A few bigger rigs came through, but they didn't stay long because there are no hookups. A few tent campers that have been here overnight, but they don't generally stay more than one day, which I find really interesting. But yeah, it's very, very peaceful, very quiet. The beach right now, because of the time of year, very quiet, even though today is MLK Day, so it's a holiday. Yeah, I would definitely come here and camp here again. The sites with water and electric are packed. Like there's so many people and they're so close to one another. Like it's so packed. I would not be over there. I would definitely be over here. As far as taking time to process, I did get some things done. Did come to some conclusions. Number one, I need to limit my time on social media. I want to stay informed. I want to know what's happening. I'm going to have to go back to just reading my news and not seeing my news. I'm a very visual person, so seeing it really impacts me. So yeah, I think that is one of the things I'm going to have to do. Number two, I've really been challenged while I've been here to take time on a daily basis for myself. Like I am a very solitary person. I love being by myself. I love just not having any input around me from anybody, which drives some of my extroverted friends crazy. Like, that's how I recharge. And even my dog, who is currently licking. Ma'am, stop licking. Stop. You have enough skin issues. Stop. Okay. Even my dog, who is, if you've noticed, she's kind of high maintenance. She's got lots of stuff going on. And all of that takes a toll on me. So I have to figure out a way to spend at least 30 minutes by myself, away from all the things, preferably outside. There's going to be a little bit of guilt that comes with that, because it's probably going to look like me going to a park or something like that, or just finding space to sit outside and not have her with me, which I'm like, she's a dog, she should be outside. She doesn't like being outside unless I'm outside, and then there's no peace. So I got to figure out a way to incorporate that into my life, especially the longer I'm in Houston. In Denver, I have it, but down here, not so much. The other thing for me personally, as someone who is a Christ follower, prayer. I need to be spending more time doing that, more time just sitting and meditating and practice, like deepening my spiritual practice. That is something. And then I feel like there was one other thing. Yeah, I think that is probably what has come up the most. I didn't get a chance to work on my 50 for 50 list while I was here. I was focused on other things. But I will talk more about that in a future video. For now, I am going to move on because we have to check out of our campsite soon so that they can turn it over. There's nothing to turn over. I didn't use anything over here. But I want to go across the street to the Bayside and do one of the short hikes over there. So let's go do that. All right, so I feel pretty good. Let me show you what I'm planning to do. So let me find it. We are here at this parking lot, and what I'm going to do is go to the observation tower, which is this one, and then go to the Eskimo Curlew Loop, which is this brown one here, because there's a sculpture that is here. And if I feel good, then I may go out to this one so that I can see this observation tower. If I feel like I need to come back, then we're just going to do that. Super short, because I can actually see the observation tower from the parking lot. And the best laid plans and all that good stuff. This is the trail to get to the other observation deck, which you can see from here. Oh, it's freshwater. That's interesting. Oops, there's my head. Huh. But yeah. So the bridge is closed because it looked like it collapsed. But there's the other observation deck. All right. I don't want to undo all of the good work that we've done this weekend, just calming the nervous system, doing all the things. So I'm going to head home. We have about an hour, little over an hour's drive to get back, and I need to check the wind first. But before I do all that, I'm going to eat the rest of this pineapple because, of course, I didn't eat breakfast. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take good care.